trying to get acclimated?
Great. The guys are nice. The guys are great. Staff's great. It's easy to tell that there's a good energy here. There's seems like a good bond. There's a good thing going in this clubhouse. I'm excited to try to find my part.
Obviously, we've never seen you in a spring training. Are you the kind of guy that likes to play a lot? Are you the kind of guy that likes to ramp up gradually? Kind of what's your ideal spring training workload?
Yeah, every year is slightly different, depending on how the body feels and how those initial reps go. But I'd say I like the middle bulk to be pretty high. I like some decent volume. I'd rather kind of pump the brakes at the end once I'm feeling good and up to speed, than be searching for more at bats that last week or so. So it may start slow, but I'd imagine there'll be a good volume in the season or in the middle of it.
You're sort of a clubhouse leader in Arizona. When you come to a team like this, it's had a lot of success. How do you go about weaving your way into the culture?
Yeah, it's a good question. To be determined. Still trying to feel out, that culture. As I said, you can tell there's a good thing here. The guys are great. Everybody's nice. I've met so many people already today, but gotta find my place. I'm not the rah-rah, halftime speech guy, but I do like to lead by example, and hopefully they're receptive to that.
To that point, Kyle Tucker was the DJ. Are you bold enough to step in like year one and be that guy, or what?
Yeah, I'll do it. My library is vast. It can get weird if we're not careful. But yeah, I'm down. I like that stuff for sure.
Do you have any conversations with the infielders, like one-on-one, of like what their preferences, what you do, what they do, to get to know each other, or is it just by feel and reps and that's it?
Yeah, both. Today everybody was just kind of on our own schedule, just getting out there and moving around. But as camp goes on, I like to talk to everybody individually as a group. My job at first is to make sure my infielders feel comfortable throwing to me, and I want guys to be able to, feel confident that they don't have to make a perfect throw every time. That's my job, to pick them up on the back end, and a bunch of good athletes in this infield, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
How would you characterize your interactions with Jeff Bagwell so far?
Great. He's an intense guy. He's everything I thought he was going to be. I'm looking forward to growing that relationship for sure.
I think you guys were over on a backfield today. So.
Yeah. We
hammering out a plan.
Yeah, crossed paths with him in the cage a little bit. We were talking on the backfield a little bit, but yeah, he's that's a guy you talk about the culture. That's somebody you want to have around for sure.
Like number of at bats you like to get in the spring, or like in-game at bats, or
I don't really put a number on it. Initially it's like whatever, you playing 5 innings, 7 innings, and then if it's 3 at bats, great. Some games you ask for another one, but I think between the lives on the backfields, usually the number of at bats is never an issue. That comes pretty quickly. I think what's important is stringing them together in consecutive days, even if it's just going to a backfield and getting a couple at bats here and there. I think going multiple days in a row, seeing live pitching, feeling the rhythm at the plate, and just turning that knob from practice off season to competing.
Did you get to any Eagles games this year?
No, I thought I was going to have a chance to go. I forget. I was traveling. I went to PA to visit my mom, and they were in town, and I almost snuck over there. But yeah, I was a bad fan. I didn't do it.
Where'd you watch Super Bowl? Just at home?
Yeah. I was in South Carolina. We had a little Super Bowl party. / going away for the season party. It was good. Had all the friends together.
Are you one of those guys already talking repeat, or?
Yeah, always. This next year's our year.
I'm curious about what's going to go on at second base here with Altuve taking some balls of left. He might not play there as much or at all. I'm not sure what's going to go on, but obviously that's a guy that area would play right next to you. How do you see that unfold?
Yeah, hard to tell. Worried, definitely not worried. I think the versatility we have allows options, and I think that's what you're looking for as a team. You're putting together a lineup. You got multiple guys that can throw on different gloves, and I think either way we're going to be in a good spot.
You talked in your intro, your press conference, about how excited you were to play with him, with Altuve. Like, does it? I don't know if surprise is the right word, but like, what about watching him from afar makes you think that he could transition to left field if that's what they ask him to do? Yeah,
his ability to compete. It's you see him in the clubhouse, and it's lighthearted, it's fun. He's joking around, and I'm naturally a pretty intense guy, so I tend to gravitate towards people like that. They help things stay light and have fun. But then you see him, in between the lines when the lights are on, and You know, he's a competitor. He's a bulldog out there. I think his willingness to do what the team needs is what's most important, and I think that's honorable. And you know, there's no doubt that he'll be able to succeed and thrive in any role that he needs.
What makes TP, Tony Perez-Chica, such a good instructor or such a good teacher, I suppose, when it comes to defense?
Yeah, I think his work ethic is something that I relate to a lot. You know, he'll get us out there every day for ground balls. It's consistency. Doesn't have to be high volume, but we're going to be out there every day working. And then after that, it's attention to detail. It's the small things. He's not afraid to, you know, you come into a big league clubhouse, a team that has success, and he's not afraid to talk about footwork and arm slot and glove presentation, and it's the things that tend to get looked over. But I think when you're playing such a long season and consistency is the name of the game, I think that's the stuff that matters.
But his methods aren't any different, or are they different than perhaps other coaches you've had?
No, he's not rewriting the book. He's not, you know, he doesn't have, you know, any special secret. It's his willingness to work and put in the reps. And, you know, like I said, his ability to pick up something small. You know, you'll see him on flights watching video, paying attention to shift alignments, like just knowing where guys need to be. And I think at the end of the day, when the game starts, he trusts us. If we feel something, he's okay if we shade the line or shade a gap, if we feel something out there based on what we see.
Joe has talked about one of the reasons he hired him because of his base running and the way he preaches base running. Kind of, you had him in Arizona for so long. What is his kind of base running philosophy, and how do you think that'll translate here?
Yeah, it's smart. You know, he knows when to take a chance. He knows when to send a guy. He knows when to, you know, hold a guy up and let Alvarez hit. You know, it's knowing when to take a chance. It's knowing when to keep the inning going and keep the momentum going and letting your guys drive in runs. But you know, his ability to control a game from the third base box is it's fun to be a part of.
As a visiting player, did you like coming to Houston?
Yeah, great. Always a great energy, fun place to hit. You know, the crowd, even if you're on the other side, the crowd's always great. So you know, I'm excited to have them cheering for me this year.
Did you get any barbecue after your press conference? Or
No, we actually went right to the airport afterwards. I haven't. I'm still in the research and development phase for sure. Yeah.
How's West Palm treating you?
Good. Just got in last night. Still settling in.
A little different than Arizona.